Hey guys, this is Will. This is my first day of Sketchtober. I'm going to introduce you to the crew. Now you'll see some design changes as we go through this. So this is Frank. This is my interpretation of Frankenstein, monster, and Frank's a football player who kind of has to get put back together. There'll be more in the story of this later. Next, coming up, we have Inviso Kid. Inviso Kid is the main character of the story. He's the one that's trying to get the monsters together to stop a really bad enemy that is trying to take over the world. So it's very basic, very, very good. He gets the goggles of the Invisible Man on an eBay-like website, and he fixes them up so he can go invisible to turn himself invisible. Then we have Aqua Starks, mainly because he comes up with a name once he works onto our planet and into our world, because he lives in the water, of course. So he comes up with this name, Aqua Starks, which is kind of interesting and weird. But anyway, so he is basically my tribute to the creature from the Black Lagoon. He will definitely have a different look when you see him in the sketches for Sketchtober. This was the initial character sheet I was trying to work on. Then we have Jayson Parks. Jayson Parks is a character who has basically become a genetically modified vampire. He wears an body suit that basically keeps him covered. If he doesn't have his head covered, it's usually at night, because at nighttime the sun's not, quote, affecting him physically. So during the day, he usually will wear a hood. Then we have Tamra. Tamra, again, is another name that she came up with, try to live in a world amongst the humans. Her original name is much different, but when she comes to join the Monster Squad with Inviso Kid, she kind of comes in. She's my female mummy character. Then we have Fang. Fang is our tribute to werewolves. He is definitely going to probably be the one that goes through the most physical change. There'll be some things you'll see with him as he goes through. And so, he's basically our werewolf. He's our kind of wild card in a lot of ways. And these are characters that I'll be drawing over the course of the next few weeks with Sketchtober in different sketches each day. So I'll go over the theme and talk to you about that picture coming up here in just a second. So this first picture is supposed to represent blood. That's what the prompt was for today, was blood. So this is Jayson versus Frank. Frank kind of, when he first gets introduced to the group, Frank is not necessarily on the side of the angels. He's just kind of charged literally and emotionally. So he comes after them, fighting them because he thinks they did something towards him and his home. And we find out that Jayson is a lot stronger than he looks, even though he's really tiny. He's really small compared to the rest of the group physically, but he is a powerhouse when he needs to be, especially at night, because he doesn't have to deal with the sunlight and things like that. He's a lot more apt to tap into his vampiric strength. And so the blood represents what's flying out of Frank's mouth, which, as he's getting punched, it's not meant to be a death blow. It's meant to be more of a get yourself under control. We don't need you sitting here, attacking us. We actually came looking for you. And so it's kind of that thing. Jayson can be really calm and cool and collected. It is a voice of reason as long as he's got his blood counters filled, or he's able to feed on a regular basis, and his chemicals and nutrients. His blood, as he calls it, isn't really human blood. It's a chemical composite that's created with a bunch of nutrients and minerals for him to survive on, but then also it has enough plasma in it basically for him to be able to, since he still has a vampiric side to him, so he just has to make sure he's got plenty of the liquid in his system. If he doesn't, he can go bad too. So here's the first day of Sketchtober. Be blessed, be a blessing, you guys. Take care, be safe out there. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.